Alright everybody, welcome back to the moth-hawk project. Oh crap. And let's hope that this is not gonna be breaking the whole damn thing again. Just one checking. I have been away for quite a week or two because of the blood and pain in my eyes. Apparently I had a very problematical thing in my eyes. How do you say that? The muscle pain. Yeah, muscle pain. Probably that's the word. I'm gonna be double checking my voice before I'm gonna be starting, so that I just double know if it is too loud or not. I have been away for quite a week. Oh God, that's loud. That's loud. Um, don't mind me fixing that a bit. And here we go. That's this. Or should I go for this? Let's go for this one instead. And hopefully this will work properly better. Gonna be getting to the point, so where the live is. Until then, I'm just gonna be talking, like always. So, yeah. It has been quite a while. The main issue is that I need to do or rest my eyes. It is getting better and better now. Only downside now is that I don't know if the stream is showing the real colors on the tablet, or it's gonna be showing the colors that I'm using right now for the eyes to keep on with the resting effect. That's the main thing. Let me just double check. This is yes, that is that. All right, cool. So yeah, the eyes are getting proper rest. I just really wanted to draw today, and therefore, I'm gonna be doing it. I also want to make sure that I have this done by today, so I want to also color it in as well. The main issue that I have right now is that my eyes need some proper resting, and that is happening. I also have some medication to speed up the progress a bit. It's a little bit of a difficult issue, when you're trying to do your very best on fixing stuff and then it doesn't work properly. Right here, it should be then I be able to talk. Yeah. The main issue that I have right now is that yes, it works. It works properly. All right, cool. Now, let's see. So a lot of this happened, when because I actually went sleeping. Well, I babysit my nephew, and I stayed up for until 4 o'clock, and that caused the eyes to exhaust. So therefore, the eyes got infected, and then you just need to have some antibiotics to fix that. For instance, last week I could not even try to read any letters. And right now, the letters are actually getting better and better to be able to be readable. Read it. Yeah, probably that's the word. So, yeah, I'm very happy upon what happened, and I'm very happy upon how I handled the situation, even though it was my own mistake by default, and I should not have done that, and I will not do it next time. That's where you learn. That's how you learn. Just you try to do your very best, and then figuring things out. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. The better you get at it, the better it becomes. That's the wording for it, probably. So yeah, it has been like 2 weeks since I have not been able to draw. I have tried, honestly, I have tried, but I was not able to do it. I was not managing to get to the point where I wanted to be. So right now it is actually getting better, and therefore, I should be able to start again. Even though, I'm supposed to be doing this quite easily and steadily, and also doing the emotions again. record them and try to do it again, like always. If I sound exhausted, it is that I'm exhausted. The amount of what I'm trying to do today. I have been going to a house to see if I can rent it. And there are a lot of things here and there that really are not viable. Most of the things is like, hidden information that I don't have. And that information is not public. Therefore, when you take the house, you will probably be like, oh, thanks for the dead horse, It's not gonna be good. So I'm trying to do my very best to see if I'm be able to get it. And then even if I'm able to get it, then I also need to make sure that I can pay it. And that is the main issue. I do have a payroll, but it's not a very big one. So therefore, it should be right up on my alley when I accept it. Let's see. So right now I'm trying to do my very best here to get back into the swing of things, like drawing, coloring, all that stuff. Most of the issues right here are, that the tree is like a big chunky boy, and we need to figure out how the chunky boy works. So therefore, we need to draw. The main issue here is that we need to draw in such a way that, once we add the coloring to it, it also works. The main problem right now is that I'm actually using the night mode instead of the normal mode. So technically the whole damn drawing is a little bit incinerated. The thing what you call when you are looking at the colors are different than normal. Because I want my eyes to rest, and therefore, I should definitely keep my eyes on to a color that is working better for my eyes. Right now it works, it's a decent color. It's a light green, light yellow, and I don't know if that is also recorded as well, because it's a setting. And if that is a setting, I don't know if that is a thing that also gets into it. This is why also the drawing looks a little bit weird if anybody is watching it, because we're doing with green and yellow don't mix well. Well, it does create a better outlook to it, but it looks a little bit strange now. It's not that white that I'm used to, where I can see all the depths into it. And tomorrow I will try to work on my facial expressions again, because I need to get started again. I need to get on the roll. I need to get into swing of things, because if I don't do that, then I will be lagging behind, and I want to see progress. Therefore, I should definitely not push myself, but I do need to start. So, lately I have been playing some games. Games are great. I really like it. And I have been holding off for playing games for at least a week. And then, this week I started gaming again. I was like, oh man, I missed this. Because normally gaming is one of those things that are like big giant stress reliefs for me. And not having access to them is really sucky. Yeah. So, what do I want to do to improve drawing today? Is probably going to be trying to finish this part where we are. That bit right here. And then once that is done, we will move to the next part, and then to the next part, and then to the next part. The idea here is that we're filling up the corners. I have learned from that we cannot move always with the amount of things that we have right here on the lines, but we do need to keep the lines a little bit in check here and there. So, So since that I have been away from my drawing tablet and away from the gaming perspective, it's a little bit more, what I have been doing was like walking, sleeping, sleeping, walking, sleeping. It's not the best option, honestly. When you sleep too much, you get a little bit lazy, and it's not a very good idea. But the good news is that I today I went out of my way to watch the house, and immediately I noticed that once the sun came into my eyes, those eyes were not nice. They were burning like hell. So yeah, that's the main problem right now. My eyes are a little bit too overly panicked because of 2 weeks ago, and it gives headaches. Trust me, it gives headaches, lots of them. This also explains why I was not able to stream at all. Because I cannot stream when I have headaches, and if I'm ill, then you're not supposed to be doing things. You just take your rest and take your damn ass time to recover. Because there's nothing worse than just, not be able to recover. And right now, it's actually quite decent, it's just a little bit, still a little bit left, pressure left in the eyes that is slowly fading away. Which is nice, it's like, instead of a heavy, painful head, it's more like a casual, salty sack of a head. So it's like a little bit of a slow head. It's like very slow and sluggish. But it's no longer that painful. It's no longer that very aching headache feeling of it. Which is good. I'd rather have the slow, sluggish feeling than the headache feeling that I had before. But yeah, it creates pressure in your head, and that can lead to some serious problems. And that's why I'm actually having the medicine for it, because holy hell, I am not going to be trying to get that up and running. So, what I have been doing right now is just, getting this up and running. And then we start with some coloring, because I don't know where to start. I have been trying to do some drawing on, pen and paper, which turned out pretty damn good. It was not the best, but it was some silly drawings that I wanted to make, and, it works. Also, was not able to go to work because of, my whole work is designed to go on PC and do it. So, if I do everything on PC, it's not very good for me if I do that when my eyes are totally, out of whack. It's a little bit of painful issue, like, what's the worst thing you can have? Yeah, apparently having a painful eyes and heavily exhausted ones is my weakness, Some people say, like, you cannot work when you have your leg broken, for instance, but this work is more like it relies you to see. Oh wow, yeah, that sucks. For the rest, I try to do my very best here to get everything up and running again. Keep everything in check, trying to keep up with the things that I wanted to do. And right now, I'm working on that. Most of the drawings I've been working on are now getting better, I believe. Yeah, probably. But yeah, the facial expressions, I'm trying to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna be recording it, see how that goes, and then see where that lands. And then, gonna be probably showing it in the end result. Just so I'm probably gonna do some video editing. That's the first time I'm ever gonna say that. Doing some video editing. I never do that normally. I always give it raw. But yeah, I want to do that. That sounds fun, try to see how that works, how the video editing works, so if I can do it, and then see how the idea of video editing goes, and then see if that is a thing that I can do myself. Probably, yes, but you never know. Want to remove that. Don't need that today. Let's see, we have this pencil, right? This is pencil 2 or pencil 1? Let's see. That's pencil 2. Yeah. It's the right one. It's the right one. Good. Also, I actually bought myself some new pencil heads, just to get, you know, if I script too much, I can exchange that. So, yeah, I hope everybody is doing actually quite great, you know. It's nice to see people improve upon their own drawings, watching them grow. It's always nice to see plants grow, you know. It has something. And I really am amazed how people improve over time. It really motivates me as well. I was like very jealous when I was not able to draw. It was like, oh man, I should really draw today. And then I'm like, but I can't. And then it's like, damn it. So, yeah. Seeing that happening, oof. Not the best idea, but, you know, sometimes, you know, you have to push yourself through it. Like, you know, in the end, you know that you can do it to yourself as well. Everything can happen, you know. You always need to be prepped for the worst case scenario. And sometimes the worst case scenario is just, you know, your eyes being, you know, a little bit of pain in the ass. Oh well. The main problem right now is that, you know, thanks to the amount of stress that I gained from the eye issue, my head was in an epileptic state for 2 days, I believe, like very rapidly, abscences everywhere, like, you know, they were noticeable more than before because, well, you know, if I cannot relax and say, come on, dude, just take your time and do your shit to your own way out, that is, you know, a real pain. But right now, you know, it's getting better. It's getting better. So I'm happy. I can move. I can do things more faster or better right now, and I can move my head a little bit more quicker. You know, it's no longer, you know, I shake my head and my whole head feels like, oh my god, this stone. Ah. Now it's more like, huh. It's like I'm floating into water. Nice. So instead of, you know, instead of having a heavy head, it's more like a floaty head. So it's less problematic. Still a problem, but less problem. Don't tell me that it is not going to be a problem, because it is. It's just, you know, a little bit less painful, and I can now sleep properly instead of, you know, having night rest being disturbed by just immense pain and burning feelings of pain. But yeah, now you guys know why the hell I was away for 2 weeks. And I didn't want to. Actually, I didn't want to. It was actually not a planned thing. Planned vacations are great, you know. Non-planned vacations, ooh, they are sometimes a very scary thing in my life. Alright. So, you can see that, you know, we're improving upon everything here and there. It's just, you know, the amount of stuff that has been done right now is just, you know, me just trying to get everything up and running. I'm not trying to rush this, absolutely not. I'm trying to take my damn ass time to do this, because, you know, it's a tree, and trees do take time. So yeah. Also, with the new games that are coming out that I wanted to play, it was actually quite nice. Also, not being able to watch some of my favorite anime series, that was like, oh my god. Ooh, that was a pain. Not being able to watch anime because your eyes are too painful. I tried to watch it without my glasses, but then I realized, like, I need the glasses to watch. If I want to watch within distance, of course, that is. And, you know, distance is important because, you know, you need to keep a safe eye content and eye content view. All right. Now we have this, and that looks great. The only downside is we have some issues right here, so we're gonna erase them. So we're gonna erase them. We're gonna make sure that they are a little bit lighter. The idea here is that we're not gonna be facing too much here and there, but we are removing some of it. This will give us more leeway later on. Also, I forgot to close the door. God damn it. Ah, today is not my day. It's Monday. Oh, we're already 2 minutes to 92 in. All right, cool. 22 minutes already in. That's actually a record for finishing this part up. There you go. Found it. Now, since that we are at the place where we want to be, we're gonna get up and running to the next part, which is this. And then we're gonna go to the coloring section. This should be the coloring section. I was right. Alright, good. Now that we have this, we can now look at it and see if this is the way to do it. Oh, wow, wait, hold on. Don't tell me that you're really ruining this my way. There you go. No. What the hell? Why is this so slow? It's because it's not light enough. I knew it. Much more easy, much more flexible. Nice. That will fix a lot of things. Yes, it does. Alright, good. Good. There you go. Alright. Now I need to make sure that I do this right, so I need to scroll this out. There you go. And now we can start on fixing the bits here and there, the nooks and crannies, the biggest and the bad boys, the biggies and the boodoos, and did we ruin it? No, we didn't ruin it. Alright, good. And you can already see how the tree is getting along, you know, it's just, you know, all the connections that need to be connected. And the more connections we have, the better it gets. Alright. So tomorrow I will try to do another emotion on Mina. Hopefully that is gonna be turning out great. It's probably gonna be one in the mid sections, I believe. That's gonna be the one goal that I'm trying to get. And then we have another one done. You can see that this actually works quite well. You know, we're following the lines, we're filling up the lines, but we're not filling it up too much. And we're using the darker color to give this woody feeling towards this wobbly feeling. And the more wobbly it gets, or well, the more wobbly it gets, the more wood it looks, the more wood-like it looks. And that is how you get bark, you know? Because if you have bark but no skin, it's horrible. But if you have only bark, well, if you only have skin, that's also horrible, because then you have like a flat tree. And you always want to represent this kind of feeling towards it, this feeling of, treeness. Yeah, treeness. I like the word treeness. It's a good word. Treeness. Yeah. You want to look this in the eye and see like, ah, well, this is a tree. Definitely a tree. Might be old and woody, but it would be good enough. And the more I do this, the better it gets. So, hey, no need to worry about it too much. There we go. So, let's see. And you see already that the more detail you put into this, the better it gets, because then, all the lines are coming to life and they will form the bark itself. And that's how, the bark is created. And sometimes, it's a little bit easier than the other ones. Sometimes it's harder than the other ones. It all depends on how well you created the bark in the first place. The main issue of it most of the times is that you cannot calculate for it. You cannot calculate how well the bark is going to be looking like, because, well, it's just lines that you're filling in with some different color. You're filling it in with a lighter color of gray. You're filling it up with this color, and this is the result. So it's not much, but over time it will be. So yeah. The more darker effects you get, the better it gets at. And I'm very happy. I'm very fond of all of this already. It creates peace and quietness in my head, and that is important. Celebrating the day that I am back on the business, and the back on the business is always good. Because there is nothing worse than just, being not able to do what you like. That's the worst. So, yeah. Whoop. That's not good. So, yeah. The more I work on this, the better it gets. The more I do, the more greater it gets. So, I'm very happy. I'm very fond of it. All right. And as you can see, all these strokes that I'm following, it's, a very calming process. It's a lot of work, but eventually, it will pay off, because it will create this kind of look. If you now zoom out, you already can feel the effect kicking in. You can already see that the lines here and there are a bit better. And I used the wrong color, didn't I? Yep, I do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And that's doable, I think, to perfect. What, didn't I use the wrong colors? No, I didn't. Oh my god. So this is the effect going on. Yep, this is a problem indeed. Alright. That is because of the dark color, the dark lining, right? The dark lining right here and here and here causes this to happen. I could try to do a lower draw. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. We're gonna keep this and we're gonna keep it like the original. And we're gonna go here. We know that this is a thing. Is that the way then to do it? Yes. That's the way to do it. Oh boy. But we want to have it a little bit lighter, just so that I can have more of this effect on it. But then the color won't work. So technically I did something wrong here and there in the later parts. We did. Oopsie daisy there. I want that color right now. I used too much color on the color, right? Yeah. So how do we fix this? Because we have the color right here. We have the color right here that can cause more issues to be discouraging. The main issue right now is that we are, we can leave some here and there up and running. We just need to then fix it by shading it. We need to fill it up to see the full picture here, otherwise we might be screwed. Yeah, true. This is always great to realize, when you're trying to do something and then you realize like, oh, well, this is a problem. And this is why there are happy errors, fun little things that can cause major issues later on. And if you don't discover them early, or if you rush things, then, things like these can go over your head. You don't want that. Neither do I. So the main way to fix this is just by, coloring everything in and then see if it is solved. If it is not solved, we need to continue further. If it is solved, however, we can just, continue whatever we wanted to start with in the first place. Let's see. So, right here, right there, up there, over there, fixing this, and sublume. That will fix it. Yep, it does. How nice. All right. And just like that, we fixed everything. How nice. I believe. There we go. Fixing this bit up. There we go. Right there. Yes, this is how it works. Nice. Alright. Whew. I was a little bit afraid that it would not work, but yes, it does. Very nice. Alright. I'm gonna be trying to do this for the 40 until the 45 mark because, you know, I'm still not fully done with recovering, but I'll try to do my very best. So yeah, I'm gonna be quitting at the 45 mark, and then leave it there for today, if you guys don't mind. There you go. Fixing this bit up. There you go. The more I do this, the better it gets. The more, you know, calming effect it is, because it is very hypnotic to just, you know, color things in and there, here and there. And once I have the power to do the shading, oh, these things are gonna get looking quite more severely better than before. Because if we can add the shading to this, this actually will create more flavor. It will create more effects to the bark itself. And it will improve the drawing itself in very much all the way. It will give the same effect than, you know, this big boy over here, which has a shading. This one doesn't, this one has. This one doesn't, this one has the shading. And that's how it works. So, we have Chunky Boy here, Chunky Boy 1, and Chunky Boy 2. Chunky Boy 2 has better drawing. Well, you know, this one doesn't have better drawing. It has more, you know, reliability on the drawing itself. Oh, crap. I used too many straight lines here. Oh, no. Oh, well. I'll fix it later. Too much open. Yeah, drawing trees is a pain in the ass sometimes. Because tiny little mistakes can cause so much damage. And you're trying to do your very best, you know, to coloring everything properly. and then still things fail miserably because, well, you're trying to do your very best. And, this is why I prefer, not drawing trees too openly, because, it shows, it takes so much time always. It's like, if you have one tree, it takes like 2 weeks to finish one tree part up. Oh well, one tree takes 2 weeks. Oh well. And when you have multiple trees, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. All right. Now then, am I almost finished? Yeah, probably. Probably I'm almost finished with doing whatever I wanted to do in the first place today. Which was starting up the moth-hawk project again. Which is good, starting it up. Not, doing forever. So today's my goal has been reached already, doing the moth-hawk. Start working on it again, after a long week of not being able to. And I must say though, for the first time drawing on the moth-hawk project again, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I had my doubts. I had my reasons why I had my doubts. But, I should, not sweat a bullet here. Well, I should, but at least I can tip myself on the back like, hey, well done, man. Thanks, man. How did you do? Well, I did quite decent. Nice, That kind of encouragement is always welcome. So yeah, I hope you all are doing great for today because I'm almost finished on the time. And I'm very happy to say then, that I have missed doing this, honestly. Missed doing all this little work. Doing all these types of little bits going downwards and upwards and, seeing these roots connect to each other. And then, figuring out like, oh man, this is so cool. Even though, drawing itself was a little bit hectic sometimes. 2 minutes left? Nice. 2 minutes left. So yeah. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to start again. Took a while. But, I got the drive back. Got everything back again. The hardest part was actually restarting because, well, being a week out of the running really grinds your gear. So tomorrow I will try to record myself doing the other drawing again, or trying another emotion. Probably gonna be failing miserably, but I hope it will work well. Because I do have already some bits and nooks and crannies here and that I can use. So, no further ado, I guess I'm gonna be saving this because don't want to be wasting all this time just doing nothing. And I'm gonna be taking this into a bigger picture. This place right here needs to be a little bit more lessened, and then it should be fine, right? Yeah, then it should be fine. Then things will look way better. All right. That's it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed. And thanks all for watching. And I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day. And bye!